Hey, I'm Steve Kingston. I'm Product Manager here at Titus Labs. You may have heard that the new file classification infrastructure in Windows Server 2008 R2 enables organizations to protect data by automatically classifying files and then assigning metadata to those files stored on Windows file servers for easier retrieval. Titus Labs owner-based classification extends FCI's capabilities by automatically classifying documents based on the owner's Active Directory group membership. Watch our video to see how easy it is, and then select free trial software to try it yourself.
If we look at the classification properties within FCI, this is where we can define classification properties that should be assigned to files in FCI tasks. We can see where we've defined a new classification here called Corp classification, and it's all the classifications that are allowed by the corporation include public, confidential, internal, and secret. Once that's done, we can define classification rules, and these classification rules will assign certain classifications to files. And in this case, we're going to use the owner-based classification, and we're going to assign files to the merger folder. You can see here that we're going to use the Titus owner classifier as the option, as the classifier for these folders. And we're going to assign the Corp classification property, which we defined just a few minutes ago. If we go into advanced properties, we can see here how the owner-based classification works. In terms of the classification properties, we're saying that if a user is from the administrator's group, that file will get the classification confidential. If they're from the senior execs group, they'll get the classification internal. If they're not from one of these two groups, they'll get the default classification of public. Once that's been defined, we can go ahead and run that rule against the file. So in this case, we're going to run it against the merger folder. And once that classification task is completed, we can go into that merger folder and have a closer look. We can see that all of the files in this folder are actually owned by the administrators. So the classification that should be assigned is the confidential classification. If we go in and look at the properties of this particular file, we'll be able to see the properties that have been assigned by the FCI owner-based classification. In this case, we can see that the Corp classification property was assigned with the value of confidential, as we expect with the rule that we have defined. For more information on this product, please email us at info@titus.com or call us at area code 613-820-5111. Thank you.